And we're live. Welcome, anyone, to the Gaming Chamber podcast. I am your host, 2Beast to Kill You, episode 31 of the podcast, now recording and live and yada, yada, yada. And I'm a little out of it, so my intro's going to definitely suck.
Just like
uh,
they all do.
yeah, something like that. Joining me this week, Devin.
What up?
And JJ will be with us hopefully shortly. We'll see. He's got something he has to take care of, but JJ should be with us. Still, wanted to start the podcast. Didn't want to be too late if we were going to be doing it and all that stuff. So, yeah. Devin, did you see
What?
the big news that we'll be talking about earlier? Like, did you see the actual thing? The what's
After
the
JJ
video?
mentioned it, then I was on the gram. I went on the gram and I saw Xbox post about
Okay.
it.
So yeah, I honestly didn't think we were gonna have too big of a week when it comes to the gaming news. There's that Ubisoft thing we'll be talking about, uh, and then Xbox decided to give us something to talk about that's pretty big. But yeah, we'll get to that. So thank Odin for that. Devin, before we get into everything, how you been this past week? You been playing anything new? What you been playing?
I only got to play another half hour of Zelda. Did a little more Katamari, and I'm trying this Atlas Fallen game. It was on Game Pass. I'm just trying that right now. And the Vikings are 5-0, so I'm good.
Oh my god.
Super Bowl, here we come.
At least you're happy
I
with your
love that.
sports.
Yeah, man. I
My
don't know if you saw my Instagram story, like the MacGruber,
oh, I know, yeah.
him walking in and
I,
then just flipping him off. Oh,
well, I mean,
that's so amazing.
that's the thing you shared in the group chat or whatever, right? About your wife saying
Yeah,
this is why people bully you.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, I get people that they bully me. I get like
No.
there is. I saw
Hey,
this.
hey, look.
I saw this text. I saw this meme. It was like me on my birthday. It gets like one text message. Me when my favorite sports teams loses, and it's like 100 text messages.
No,
I'm
no.
like, that's the
Yeah,
most for
exactly.
real meme of all time. Like,
No.
so I have to boast about when my team's doing well because it's like I'm gonna get shit on when inevitably like my teams fail. So
And look, dude, here's the thing. Like your favorite teams are all in different, cities cuz, unfortunately Portland don't got a lot. You get the Blazers, I guess, like, but who wants to be a fan of the Blazers? That's, not suicidal. Like,
mhm.
so, like, you know, yeah, you're gonna get your people, but like, dude, be a fucking Chargers and a Clippers fan in Los Angeles. Whew. No, I talk your shit, dude. Enjoy it while it lasts. Hopefully, it keeps going. But talk your shit and enjoy this moment while the Vikings are
I just want I just want one ring before I die. That's all.
right.
I'm not greedy. Just
Just
one.
one. I say the same thing with the Clippers. I just want them to win one championship. All the Lakers fans in LA, they're
It's like
fucking spoiled. 17, right? They have 17 rings, 17 championships.
something
I
like
don't know how
that.
many in Los Angeles. I keep forgetting the actual number, but like
Like
they just
14
won.
maybe. I don't know.
They just won in 2020. The Clippers made the conference finals one time in over 50
Because
years.
like I have a perfect example. Like I'm a Braves fan too. So like I was really happy when the Braves won the World Series. And when they got eliminated this year, I wasn't that upset. Obviously I wanted to keep going, but I was
But
like, you
you
know what?
saw one.
I got to see them win a World Series in my lifetime. Like I know they won technically in 95, but I was 4. That shit don't count. Like I got to enjoy this one. I got to buy
Yes.
the merch.
No,
I
no.
got to watch the parade.
Yeah, like a couple of my coworkers, because I'm a Chargers fan. I'm like, I want to see them win the Super Bowl. They're like, and I'm like, I want to see it happen, and this is that. They don't win. They're like, oh, because they won the championship before like the merger or whatever. I'm like, yeah, before the merger in like the fucking '60s or whatever it was. Like that's
Yeah,
20 years before I was born.
yeah. The Vikings are the last NFL champion, but that's not a Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I
before the AFL and NFL merger, like the
yeah.
Vikings are the last NFL champion.
Oh, they were the part of
But
the NFL. Oh, that makes sense. The NFC,
yeah,
duh.
this is before like the merger of like the NFL. So there was just like they were the last NFL champions because it was the AFL and the
Uh
NFL. Then they just merged all into the NFL.
you know
So
what? Now I kind of want to look it up. Who was the last AFL champion?
yeah, I don't know that one.
Mm, yeah, now I'm gonna look it up right now because you made me curious. American Football League. Wow, they were only around from 1960 to 1970. Their last champion was the Chiefs. That's pretty funny. Wait a minute.
But
In
yeah,
November 1959, Minneapolis St. Paul owner Max Winter announced his intent to leave the AFL to accept a franchise offer from the NFL. In 1961, his team began play in the NFL as the Minnesota Vikings. Huh. So some guy was owned a team in the NFL and said, "Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go with the Vikings now." Well, he started them.
yeah.
Ah, that's pretty funny.
Now we have the best owners in sports, in my opinion. I
Sure.
mean, Ballmer's good too.
I'll say,
Well, like it's like Ball like well the thing is with Ballmer and like the Wills for the Vikings, like what makes them good owners is they actually do put like they're not just saying like, oh yeah, like we want our team to do well. Like they're putting their money where their mouth is. Like the Vikings, there's these like year-end report cards, but like the Vikings have been the last 2 years, like the Players Association takes like surveys of all the players. The Vikings have either finished tied for first or first the 2 years they've done it. And it's like their training facility, their nutrition specialists, like how they treat families and stuff like that. So they really are like doing all the right things when it comes to and all that shit matters. So
yeah, you don't know. No, I get it.
and
Because,
Ballmer
yeah, you're talking about Balmer. Yeah, you're
and
doing the
like
same thing.
yeah, like he puts all his money in all that new stadium and shit like
That's
that.
why
So
I really hate the fucking new rules, like the CBA shit or whatever with the NBA, because they really are punishing teams that want to just like try and outspend as best as possible. I mean, like every league is there, or not every, like every sport is different because like what the MLB doesn't have that at all, right? You can just straight up like spend as much as you want with no issue, right? Because I know
yeah, I mean
uh,
there'll be like a luxury. I mean like there's a luxury tax, just kind of like how the NBA like there is no, but like yeah, there's no salary cap, but like the more you spend, like you are gonna have to pay like a luxury tax.
also they do have that because the NBA does that. They have the
Yeah,
luxury tax.
but like
The more you
but if you're a
spend,
rich but yeah, if you're a rich owner, but
it
if you're a
doesn't
rich owner, that
matter.
doesn't care about the
Yeah,
luxury tax. Like they can say,
that's why
yeah, I
they
don't care if
have.
my payroll's a billion
Yeah,
dollars, just fucking win.
just give me the best fucking team possible and win. Yeah, now with the NBA doing like this whole first apron, second apron, like oh, if you go over the cap, you can lose your this. You won't be able to do that. You won't like. They're really. That's why we like. We're talking about sports. Remember, this is gaming chamber. It's any kind of gaming. Yeah,
Uh,
that's why you see like
Madden.
Cat got traded. That's why you see Cat got traded to the fucking New York Knicks because they're like we can't if we keep paying him we're gonna get fucked. That's why Paul George, my Clippers, they said, you know what, you want your max, we're not giving you your max because first of all, I mean, he was he didn't deserve a max, and second of all, like if they'd have paid him, we're like we don't have any fucking first round picks anyway until like 2030 or some shit. We'd have
Thanks,
lost
that.
that pick. Huh? Oh yeah. Oh, the fuck you. So yeah. Anyways, well, we'll go with my past week. I haven't been playing any games, but sports. The Clippers preseason has started for me, so they lost unfortunately to the Warriors. Um, yeah, it's preseason, whatever. We Dodgers lost today, fuckers. I hate the Padres. I really do. Like I fucking
Yeah, just take one and just take one in a whale's vagina, you'll be fine.
in Wales, it means a whale's vagina. If anyone gets that, you definitely
Need to get your back checked out.
probably.
You have back pain. You have back pain at
and
this
you're
point, Winnie.
probably losing your hearing. A whale's vagina. Okay. We've been recording for about 11 minutes now. I think we've bullshitted enough. Let's go ahead and get into the past week in news.
Sounds Gucci to me, gang.
Unless you got anything you wanna bring up first.
No, I forgot to bring this up last week. I just thought it was kind of funny. Like, it's video game related. Like, did you see like Hideo Kojima? Like, they were selling like Death Stranding 2 like merch that was like designer brands and it was like thousands of dollars. Did you see that shit?
No, I did not see that.
That
What
was
the?
insane. That like sold out like pretty fast, but like yeah, like they were selling like jackets and stuff that were like thousands of dollars.
That's kind of insane. Jesus. People will spend.
I'm like, this is another reason. This is
Yeah.
another reason, like, why I don't like Kojima. It's like, yeah, why make like stuff for the common man? You're like, nope. For the uber crazy, like, this costs more than what someone would have to pay for a console. I'm just like, whatever. Tell me you're out of
Friggin'.
touch without telling me you're out of touch.
I mean, you know, the, I, I don't know, man. I don't want to sound like one of those like old man yelling at the clouds kind of thing or whatever. I don't know. It's just like this. You attach something to like a name to something, or you do this or whatever. You get famous for a little bit. Like people can make money on some of the stupidest shit possible. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, Kojima? Yeah. Thousands of dollars. It's just like that Hawk Tua girl. She's got like a podcast now or some shit. She's making all kinds of money. All she did was
Talk
say
to
something.
her.
Oh God. All
That's
she
what the
did was say,
podcast is called.
uh,
Talk to her.
"Are you serious?"
Yeah.
Oh my God, I did not know what it was called. I just knew she. Ay, ay. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like some of the stupidest people
Yeah,
make
and you're like,
are rich.
I've seen like memes. It's like this girl makes like millions of dollars for saying something stupid on camera, and I'm going back to like my 9 to 5 job.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right. I've seen that too. Yeah. Now I'm a little sad. All right, let's go ahead and get into the news. Let's get this one out of the way. This was real quick, and honestly, I wasn't affected by it. So Xbox and PlayStation had outages this past week. They didn't last that long. I wasn't even home when it happened. Uh, I don't. Did it affect you, Devin? Were you playing games or doing anything when it happened?
No. Honestly, like once the topics came up, I was like, wait, there's an Xbox outage? I missed that.
Yeah,
Like if it
exactly.
happens during the day, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it happens during the day, I'm
If it happens during the
probably
day,
not going
I'm
to be
like,
on.
working. I'm working, bro.
Yeah, and I'm probably either coming back from work to home, or like I might be going out for something. Like I try to do take care of everything, obviously, when there's daylight, and then I'll play games when there's, when it's sundown. Yeah, I didn't get affected at all, like at all. Oh, you know what? I did want to bring this up. This isn't really like a news story. I just want to see. Did you? Because I did put it in the group chat, I think. Did you see this trailer for this game called Winnie's Hole?
I didn't. I Googled it, but I didn't watch the trailer.
So it's like this weird, like survival. I guess you build, deck building game or whatever. I don't know. You're like a virus that lives inside of Winnie the Pooh. I just wanted to bring this up because this is shit. This shit is insane. Like someone was like, "What about a game where you play as a virus inside of Winnie the Pooh, and you have to live?"
Yeah, man. People are going crazy with that license.
Well, yeah, because it what do you call it? It went into public domain. I mean, you saw that there's
I know,
two of
yeah.
them
But
now,
like
right?
there was that
Two.
horror movie.
Yeah, what is it
Uh,
called? what Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, or Pooh, Blood and Honey, something like that.
It
And then
sounds
like
right.
there's a second one. I don't know if it's out yet, but they even announced they're making like a shared universe of like other like story time killers or whatever it is. I think they're calling it the Pooniverse. Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, there's also remember the Steamboat Willie. We talked about that. They're making horror shit with that. That's the funniest part when something goes into the public domain. They're not like, oh yeah, let's just do something like that. They're like, let's make some of the craziest shit possible.
Yeah. It's like they've
Like,
been sitting on those ideas for a while.
yeah, they're like, how long until Winnie the Pooh's in public domain? Oh, we got like 2 more years. Ooh, oh yeah, when it's done, dude, we're gonna make this fucking survival game where you play as a virus. Or like, oh, what Steamboat Willie? Oh yeah, we're gonna make a horror game where Mickey Mouse is killing people. Not Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I just want to bring that up because it's just one of those things where like, yeah, the something goes in the public domain and you just see more hilarious, crazy shit. And yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and move to this next thing.
Probably just a PC game though.
Most likely that's the
Seems
thing.
like something only on Steam.
I mean, it's gonna be on Steam, but yeah, it probably is only gonna be on
Seems like
Steam. And here we go, JJ.
Yo, howdy guys, howdy.
just
We
thinking of
hope.
crazy games. When does that squirrel with a gun game come out?
Yeah, right. That Squirrel with a Gun game. When does that game come out? JJ. So here we go, people. JJ's joining us. Real quick, we would talked about it, but the Xbox and PlayStation outage. Were you affected by it?
Nope, because I was playing PC.
Okay, just wanted to check. And yeah,
Squirrel with a Gun comes out on console October 15th, so
October
here in
15th.
like a
It's
week.
yeah, a little over a week. We're about what 9
I
days
hope it,
away.
I just need to look at reviews on PC of it because like I was looking forward to it. Just seems
I mean, yeah, it's that crazy squirrel with a
fun.
gun. It's just
Just
like
be a
that.
squirrel with a giant fucking gun.
Yeah, dude, those kinds of games are always funny. Where it's like, let's
It's
just
like Ghost Simulator.
yeah, like Goat Simulator. What was that other? Fuck, what was it? There was another one like with the like and like one of those like inconspicuous like animals are like, oh, they wouldn't do shit like that, and it's just like a crazy thing. I don't remember. I don't know. There's a lot of them.
Oh, the crab one, right? The crab Dark Souls.
Oh, there's that crab game. Yeah, the Souls like crab game. Yeah, that's another one.
And then you can put a gun like and then there's a menu option where you just put a fucking Glock on your back and just kill enemies in one hit.
That's that's right, huh?
Great.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was real quick. So let's move to the next thing. Twitch. I'm live streaming right now on Twitch this podcast while also recording it just in case. um.
No way. Really?
Anyway, so Twitch they're launching a Lego and miniatures channels. Lego, obviously, for those people who like to build. I've actually been seeing not seeing a lot of it, but like one of my, well, now he's my ex coworker. Um, he shares a lot on TikTok, like people
Wow.
building. Well, sorry, sometimes jobs get rid of people. All right. But yeah, he's like people building like Lego stuff, uh, things like that. So I've actually been kind of seeing more of that. The Lego, like, oh, let's build the Millennium Falcon or some shit like that. Miniatures, I did not know that was going to be big enough for Twitch to start wanting to do a like a specific like yeah, oh yeah, now you have a miniature channel or a miniature stream channel, whatever it is, I don't know. Which for anyone I guess who doesn't know, Warhammer is a perfect example. It's little fucking figurines that they, if you've seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, they paint them and shit like that. I don't know. Does this interest you guys?
Uh, Honestly, I thought it would be more like in your like IRL stream, kind of like people do, and just do random shit. Like people do artwork there and other shit. I don't know why that wouldn't be just classified like that in its category.
I
You
think
know?
I
But
think they want to separate it because it's specific. Like IRL streams are always like, actually, you know what? Perfect fucking like uh maybe not perfect timing. That's kind of maybe fucked up. Like IRL streams are like that Jack Doherty guy. You guys seen this recently? The idiot fucking was driving and fucking
yeah,
like
it's going 70 miles an
checking
hour
his
in the
and he
rain in his
crashed his
McLaren.
car. Those are IRL streams. Like they're just doing
Yeah, dude,
whatever
his
they are.
fucking head, his friend's head was fucking bleeding. He didn't fucking
Dude,
care.
the video of that shit. I know. He's like, his friend is over here, like, kind of not fucked up, but a little bit fucked up. And he's like,
Yeah,
dude, my car.
he showed
Let me keep
more. Yeah,
streaming.
he showed more about his car, bro. He's like, "You good? Okay, dude, my car. Oh my god, dude, my car is total, bro. My car." I'm like, damn, bro, that's
He was
crazy, dog.
streaming on Kick, though. And they banned him
Oh yeah, then
permanently.
they probably permanently banned him for
No,
3 days, like they usually do.
they permanently banned him because endangering a
Well, they
life or
permanently
some shit.
banned fucking a lot of other people too. Well, see in a couple days.
Anyway, yeah. Fucking that works perfectly because I kind of did want to talk about that Jack Doherty shit. Because what the fuck? But yeah, so that's an IRL stream. Like,
Or
I'm in.
Doctor Disrespect recording himself in the bathroom with a little kid there,
Oh,
right?
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. Yeah, stuff like that.
that's also IRL
Yeah.
stream.
Or like if someone's like, "Oh, we're here at like right now." There's I think there's an LA Comic Con going on right now, or maybe it's over now. Might have just been like
I don't. You're in Cali. I don't fucking know.
I don't pay attention to that shit enough. But like if like if, let's say I went to LA Comic Con and I was recording myself there or streaming myself there, that's an IRL stream, I guess.
Why don't you?
I'm not going to no Comic Con. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Not. Anyways, no, yeah. So
What
I
if
think
I
they.
went with you?
What if I went with you too? And got dressed up
Okay, so if we go, we'd have to dress up as
pussy?
the Justice League.
Don't evade the question.
If we
Would you go with
go,
JJ and I?
yes,
We could be
but we have
Power
to dress.
Rangers.
No, we have to dress up as the Justice League. I call Wonder Woman. Wait a minute. No, nothing. Fuck you
Okay.
guys.
I call Hot Girl.
Hawk Girl, and that means Devin has to be Power Girl.
Hey, you do you.
Are you telling me you don't want to dress up as Power Girl?
No, I want to be
Devin is.
Mira so I can poop on people's beds. Allegedly.
Oh my god. He wants to be.
No, I said I
Mira.
want to poop on. I want to be Mira so I can poop on people's
Yeah,
beds.
I
Allegedly.
get it because of Amber Heard playing Mira in the movies and she shitted on. Yeah, I get it. Anyways, all right. So Devin, what about you? Are you
Allegedly.
interested in watching people build Lego or paint miniatures?
No. Unless Henry Cavill's doing it naked.
You know
Dude, I
what?
wouldn't doubt it, bro.
I would not doubt that he actually will do something. Like he will do maybe miniatures.
At least shirtless.
And he's probably gonna be
Oh, 100%.
maybe not shirtless, but he'll be in like a wife beater. Oh, sorry, a tank top. And then he's still gonna make the
I'm a
rest of
wife
us look
enforcer.
a wife enforcer, exactly. He's gonna make the rest of us look like shit as he usually fucking does. God, I remember when he did that stream where he was building a PC. It's like, dude,
Yeah,
you're
dude was hot,
Henry
bro.
Cavill.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, he was hot.
but I'm saying like, dude, you're Henry Cavill. Leave the fucking geek stuff to us who don't look like you.
But he's a geek, though. It don't matter.
I know, man, but
You
not
can,
his-
you can look like that. Just go to the gym.
It's not his fault. He's been chiseled by the gods.
I mean, like, yeah, I could look like him if I get a personal trainer, a nutritionist, lots of money, and this and that.
And just be fucking Superman. Like
Yeah,
fucking Superman's
Yeah.
playing fucking PC games with him. It's just
Maybe get like a foot taller somehow.
yeah, get a foot taller because I'm 5'2". I'm pretty sure he's like 6 something. Oh my god! All right, let's just go ahead and move to the next thing then. Devin, I know you're gonna get a kick out of this one. Our good old fucking pal
Howie.
Suicide Squad game They just recently was it October 1st. Their new season is the third season. Really? It's only the season 3 for the game. Would have thought they'd be on that 4th or 5th season.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, they had to delay it because bugs and
oh,
shit, so.
so their third season just recently released, and oh man, this was on Steam, so I don't know about consoles, but their 24-hour player peak was 248 players.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Like, damn. Like, they
Because
can't.
what's even in the season?
So it's like I think she's supposed to be from another universe because they're doing the multiverse thing. It's supposed to be Deadshot's daughter. I think her name is Lawless, or a version of Lawless. And I mean, I don't know. Have you guys seen any of? I mean, you guys are not on Twitter, right? Like that, but like, if you've been on Twitter the past week and you've seen like just little snippets of the gameplay, it's not great. Like it's like, or not gameplay, but
It's
like
probably
the
about the same as what it
cutscenes.
was.
The cutscenes, I mean, like of what like the character, like they make a. I don't want to
Was
get
she a
like too.
playable character?
She's a playable character, yeah. I'm pretty sure she's a playable character. Like, why would they introduce her?
I don't know. They did stupid shit before,
But like,
and the thing is too, though, it was really annoying when they introduced the Joker. Like he was a playable character, but he didn't like interact. It was like they just like put him in there, but didn't interact with the other characters.
I've
Like
seen
he didn't
cutscenes
like
where he's
talk to
interacting with her.
Harley. Not like a lot though. It's like there's like 5 things they say to each other, but it's like I don't know.
It ain't like Mortal Kombat kind of shit when new fighters come and
Yeah.
they have all these wacky fucking
Oh,
like dialogue they can say and shit.
For every person, for every like they have like things for every single character.
Yeah, even the people that were original in the game have lines for them as well. Even though they probably already voiced them,
Yeah.
already ahead of time because they already
I mean,
show like the 5 fighters
there
or
are
whatever.
story cutscenes for this character, and I've seen them, and they are bad. Like, look, like I said, like I don't know. I don't like to like get too political with this podcast, like with the stuff. But like when you see, oh man, I can't believe. Yes, this
What are
is
you
a
talking
real
about, dude?
thing.
Last week you were talking about like Trump and everything, dude. You
Uh-huh.
were going crazy.
So, anyways, in the story cutscenes I've seen, she kept calling Brainiac like a colonizer. You know why they're doing that? Like they're doing that specifically because, oh, she's a black person, and they like to call white people colonizers and things like that. And I'm like, really? Like they have to like, what's the point in calling him a colonizer? Like a multiversal colonizer, whatever the fucking shit. And I swear they made like a COVID shot like comparison thing in the cutscene that I was watching. It was stupid, dude. It was really dumb. Like,
I feel like they're trying to just use like buzzwords.
I mean, it's possible that's why they're doing that.
Like
But
just use buzzwords to try to create like a controversy to like try to like just do buzzword controversy things to get people to be like, oh, did you hear like they're doing something with this? Like there's a deeper meaning behind this stuff, and it's like, no, your game's just shit.
yeah.
The writing shit, gameplay's shit. Just go back to your hole and fucking make Batman games, you bastards.
Honestly, I don't want them to make a Batman game. Like, they're clear. See, here's the thing. Like, this is why I don't like to talk about this stuff because,
Well,
like,
all the key people that made the key people that made the Batman games have left. So
yeah, and like clearly
the
they're
people who
trying to
made
do,
Batman are gone.
but also too, like they're clearly trying to be more like they're trying to add more of this quote unquote political stuff. That's why they're doing this kind of shit. That's why they make their characters sound the way they're sounding and all this stuff. And it's just like Can you imagine what they would do to Batman, a rich white man? That's why I don't. There's a reason like games like this start failing because they want to do stuff like this, and then you get games like, you know what? Hey, here's Stellar Blade. It's just a hot. I guess she's supposed to be like a robot chick or something. I don't know, whatever. In skimpy outfits, or like the first Descendant. Is that what it's called? That like
Yeah.
freedom, like yeah, that game where like yeah, they have like characters in skimpy outfits and shit like that. Those games get big for a reason. Like yes, and if the game's good, then whatever. But those games, I mean, you know, Cell of Blade happened to be good, and I guess First Descendant happened to be good too, or whatever. But like those, seeing that kind of shit makes people like, yeah, you know what, I want to play this game because I'm tired of like being
Yeah, it's
force
like it's not
fed.
that deep, dog.
Yeah, something like that. That's the
You just
thing.
want to just fucking play.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag things that people say to Everett. It's not that deep, dog.
Haha, fuck you.
Penis joke.
I don't even know what to say. Okay, let's go. Let's just move to the next thing. Jesus Christ, Evan.
What?
Fucking speechless. Fucking speechless.
I know. All right, so Pal World. That game was huge. It's actually, I guess, still pretty big, right? But it was huge for a while. They've just was it Crafted? Yeah, they've signed an agreement. Pocket Pair, the developers of Pal World, they signed an agreement with Crafton. The people who publish. I guess they don't publish, right? They own the company that publishes PUBG, something like that.
PUBG?
Yeah, PUBG. Anyways, so they signed an agreement. They're gonna make a mobile version of Pal World. I'm assuming Crafton is gonna be the one to publish it. That's why they and fund it and whatnot. So we're gonna be
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
Pal World come to the phones.
Is Power gonna be in the universe of PUBG as well? That's Callisto. I'm just kidding.
You know, that
Even
would
though they're
be
not anymore.
crazy as fuck if they're like, we're gonna do crossovers. Pal World
You're
cross
like running around in
PUBG.
Power World. No, you're crafting or something like that. It's like, dude, look what I made. It's the level 3 helmet from PUBG. He's running around.
Pal World Battle Royale win.
Dude, that'd be gnarly, bro. Imagine you just open the ball, you just get a power, you just fucking get a fucking power. You're like, go. What did I get? I got a fucking chicken, motherfucker.
I got a chicken.
And you're like, oh well, like Devin's got the fucking god of fucking Power World monsters over there. Like, yep, I win. And just Devin just starts flying off. Just
So, how excited on a scale of 1 to 10? How excited are you guys to see a Power World?
1.
I'm on a scale of I don't fucking care. Cool for
I
them.
kind of knew.
Cool.
I'm actually a little bit excited. I want to see how this works because you know, like I enjoyed Power World for what it was. I got all the
When was the last time you
achievements.
played it?
Yeah, exactly. I got all the achievements and then didn't feel like playing anymore. Okay, that's that's kind of one of the bad things about achievements. Sometimes is once you get all of them, it's like okay, yeah, I'm good. I still enjoyed what I played. And I think the thing is because you guys kind of were like, okay, yeah, this is fun. I'm done. We moved on to other things pretty quickly. Like I'm not gonna play it by myself. Now, if it's on my phone,
But
I
you
might
play
be
with
willing to
yourself all
play.
the time.
Okay. Wow. Now, if it's on my phone, I might be willing to play it more like that by myself and all that stuff. So I don't know. Power
Yeah, you
World.
like playing with yourself, don't you?
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, then we can just move to the next thing then.
But like, yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if it's like a dumbed down version, like Pokemon Go, or if it's going to be like a full fledged, like
You know what? That's actually a thing.
actual
Is it going to be full
It's
fledged
Power
probably
Power
gonna
World.
be
World?
more like was it the Pocket Edition from Minecraft? Like, there's that one.
Yeah, you're
I don't know if
probably
you
Yeah,
guys
right
so
know
it'll
on
about
be
that
it.
one.
interesting to see what version people get.
You know, it might be like a like a dumbed down like thing because I mean it's not like Power World is too intensive like that, but it is an open world game and everything.
I don't know, man. We're getting like 60 frames per second or some bullshit, right? Or something for like Resident Evil 8 on your iPhone. So
That is true. Like we're
you know,
getting phones are starting to do like console level gaming. Like
yeah.
phones are getting super powerful. It's a little crazy actually.
Yeah, that our phones are more powerful than like I don't know computers just like 10 years ago or some shit like that.
The
Yeah, it's
Switch,
yeah.
something like that. Yeah. Where's Resident Evil 8 for Switch?
Well, it'd have to be Switch 2 if they even
Yeah,
decide they want to try and do a
and then
powerful.
it'll run at 20 frames per second.
Fuck. Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and move to the next thing. Devin, I know you. This has to be like interesting to you because you're a fan of this stuff.
I'm
Uh,
always interesting.
interested in this. Wow. So
Mm.
Saber Interactive, they just released that Space Marine game, Saber Interactive. They're starting to get more and more what's the word, like notoriety, I guess, because Paramount Games Studios, they're now having them create a AAA Avatar: The Last Airbender video game. For this game, they said it's
Hell
quote
yeah,
unquote going
I
to be the
saw that.
biggest video game in franchise history. So I'm
It's
not a
also not
big
really that
Avatar.
hard compared to the other games, so
uh, I'm not an Avatar fan. I've tried to watch it every so often, and I
You don't
just
have a
keep
soul,
falling.
then.
I
You don't have
keep
a
falling
soul.
off. I keep falling off. Maybe one day I'll finally get to it. But
You don't have a soul.
okay. So Devin, you're the Avatar fan in this tripod.
JJ likes Avatar too.
Of course he does. Fucking weed.
yeah, it's a good show.
All right, so I'm gonna let you guys talk
It's an
about it.
anime.
This is all your shit.
I
Give me
mean,
guys hope.
if it is an actual open world, just like it'll be cool if it just like I don't know, like it just takes place in between one of the movies or something. Like I don't know, like I don't
Well,
really
it's gonna
care.
be taking place in 1,000 years or something like. So
Yeah,
we're gonna play some fucking random dude or
yeah.
something like that,
So
which isn't too bad because we can actually play. In the story can be whatever the fuck they can do with
exactly,
it.
and you don't. Yeah, you don't have to take. It doesn't have to take place like oh like Aang, like this is takes place while like I don't know like at a certain point in Aang's life. Like this is whoever it's gonna be like Aang's great 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 grandkid. So yeah, they're not going to be bound to certain storyboards. It'll be good.
No, it's like 1,000 years before, so it's great.
Oh,
Grandpa.
right before. I thought you said like I thought
Oh,
I read
sorry, my bad.
after, but yeah.
It's before. I thought it was before.
Okay, so yeah, so it'll be his great 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 grandparent. So, but many times more than that. So, but yeah,
Uh,
no, it's gonna be
if it,
fun.
yeah, I can't wait. It's supposed to Saber did a really good job with like all those little details from what do you call it? Warhammer Space Marine too. Um,
Yeah,
very good on the source material. I think they only got one complaint, and that was like the fucking ankle armor on the fucking Space Marine was wrong.
the only thing
But
I'm
again, they're
wondering,
super anal about it.
is, I swear Saber Interactive has only made shooters. Like I'm assuming a Last Airbender video game isn't gonna be a shooter.
You shoot airways, waterways, fireways, earth,
Let me
boulders.
see. Let me look
I
up
don't
their
know.
games.
Am I
It's
wrong
probably
Games
then?
gonna be
developed.
yeah. They'll probably be like I don't know, use like left trigger and you can like throw water or
Yeah, I think one I said the best way to describe it is probably look at the fucking Avatar event in Fortnite. That
but
was
like
fucking cool as shit.
yeah, well, like I don't know, the Warhammer combat would it would work kind of. I mean, like it'd be close because I mean, like you'd be good doing like melee stuff, and then I don't know, you use like the D-pad to switch between your elements, and then like yeah, I don't know, like hack and slash, and then you could use like your left trigger to aim if you're using water, air, fire. You could like aim
Okay,
those
Yeah,
at like enemies and stuff. So
so I'm looking through their games. like they do make mainly shooters. Like there's Time Shift, that's a shooter. Will Rock, that's a shooter. Battle Los Angeles. I can't. I have not heard that in a while. It was like an Xbox Live Arcade game. That's a shooter. They did. They worked on Halo uh, Anniversary. They did that
Assault.
Inversion game,
Oh damn.
but Inversion, that's another shooter. God Mode though was like a hack and slash, like third person action adventure game. It's like an online thing or whatever. Uh, Now I see NBA Playgrounds. So obviously that's a sports game. World of Speed. This looks, yeah, it's a racing game. Another Mud Runner. This is like a driving game. So they have done other stuff. Armored Warfare is some kind of whatever. Oh, they did Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. That's kind of hilarious actually. So okay, they've done other stuff, other types of
Shaq Fu, that's a hack and slash. But they're saying it's going to be their biggest game too. Like Warhammer is pretty big. Like I don't know. I'm looking for it. Like it should be good. Like just take their just take your time. You don't need to like.
And I think they're also working very close with the original Avatar team as well. So
That's good. Yeah, I
it's
never
always good
watched
to hear when they do that shit.
Never watched the Netflix show.
What the heck? Oh, they're making a new game
Like
in the
the
Painkiller series? Huh.
Yeah, I don't even know how the Netflix show was. Like
I think was it Kevin? I think he said it wasn't that bad for what it was. I think like the Netflix like anime adaptations are getting a little better now.
that's good,
So
I guess.
I haven't watched it either, but it's just like
It's kind of like
it's like a
I don't know.
6 or
Like
7.
why the fuck do you even need to make a live action? The animated of it is perfect. Like you don't need to do it. You don't need to make it. Like I don't know, like Hollywood, just think of something new. Just if you can do a live action Avatar, just be like, oh, it's live action in the Avatar universe. But yeah, this one is Sora's. Like this is the Avatar after Sora or whatever. Like I don't know. We don't need to remake the Aang version. Like the Aang version was perfect. Just
my brother watched the show. He said as a show it's fine, but as an Avatar like adaptation, not good. So I don't know. He's a huge Avatar fan. I think he has like a steelbook collector's edition or something of the show. So like he does like.
it's the only good opinion that your brother has.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, he didn't seem to like. He enjoyed the show to a certain extent, if you take it for what it is. But if you are looking, I guess, take the takeaway from that is if you're looking for an Avatar show, this isn't a good Avatar show.
I know. When I saw that announcement about this, I was like, man, this makes me want to just like go rewatch the series again.
Well, I mean, you'll be able to play, hopefully, within the next 3-4 years, you'll be able to play an Avatar video game that's very good.
Mm-hmm. And the Vikings will be Super Bowl champs by then too, so I can't complain.
Oh, so now we're going with things that are not going to happen. Okay, all right. So
yeah.
we got, I think, 2 more things to talk about. These things, they're the biggest 2 like stories of the past week. We're gonna go with the Ubisoft news first. 2 separate things from Ubisoft, but yeah. We're gonna go with the stupidest one, I think. This is just a report, like rumors stuff, from insiders. Ubisoft is reportedly planning to release. Oh my god, I can't believe this is an actual sentence I'm gonna say. Ubisoft is reportedly planning to release 10 Assassin's Creed games over the next 5 years.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I mean,
Well, I bet you a lot of them will be fucking remakes or whatever the fuck.
yeah, Black Flag remake is gonna be one of them.
Two.
But I mean, like,
Bro,
yeah,
everybody's
so
doing
yeah.
Ezio fucking collection again.
That's probably what it is.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I know that it sounds stupid, but it's like if Activision was like, we plan on releasing 10 Call of Duties in the next 10 years. Like,
I do you one better. 20 years.
yeah.
20 Call of Duties. 50, 100.
But yeah,
It's just
no, it's their only IP that really like is their like for sure like
That's their
moneymaker at
bread and
this
butter.
point.
That's their bread and butter. Is Assassin's Creed. Because yes, they have their, Rainbow Six Siege is out. And that's probably obviously it makes money for them. That's why they've had I don't know who's the developer of that. Why they're trucking along on that. There was the X
yeah.
Defiant game that now they're just like, yeah, no. But yeah, like they've been releasing stuff that, Star Wars Outlaws was a flop. X Defiant didn't do what they wanted. Uh, I don't know what the numbers for that Prince of Persia game were, but
They said underperformed.
it underperformed. So like everything is like underperforming. Even like it's not like I think I want to say even like that last Assassin's Creed game slightly underperformed, but I could be wrong on that one. I don't know. Like they're not when it comes
They're
to
not releasing bangers, dude.
yeah.
Then they need to like knock these games out of the park. That's why they're like they didn't perform well, because all their last games have been shit. Like
Well, the problem is like they get like bad reputations. Like the Prince of Persia game is really good. Like it's a great Metroidvania game, but they didn't market it well. And I feel like a lot of people got turned off from the Prince of Persia franchise based on like the latest like I mean the latest Prince of Persia wasn't great that they released like a long time ago. And then the remake, there's all this shit about the remake being fucking terrible. So or like having like not terrible, but just they had to like restart and do all this shit to it. So like I just don't think there was like great
Okay,
publicity, even though like when reviews came out, they're like, "This game's good. You guys should play it." And I was like, "Nah."
okay. So Devin, hold that thought actually, because what we're talking about now actually plays more into the other story with Ubisoft. So yes, we'll say they've had some bad times recently when it comes to anything that's not Assassin's Creed. So because of that, with their high-profile video game flops, their share price has also fallen. Meaning, obviously, the company is not as uh, valuable, whatever. Now this is a report from Bloomberg, so this is not just like you know rumors or anything. There's smoke to this fire, I guess, or whatever. The Yves Guillemot, he's the CEO of Ubisoft. His family and Tencent, I think Tencent is shareholder. They're looking to just straight up like, okay, they're gonna buy out the company from the rest of the shareholders and take Ubisoft private. Um, and obviously, this is probably to like try and salvage this company as best as it can, because like we were just talking about, they're they're besides Assassin's Creed, they're not releasing games that are making them money hand over fist. And then it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago or 2 or 3 episodes ago. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah, we were talking about that. One of their shareholders was saying, "Hey, let's take this company private because this ain't working." So that looks like that might be what ends up happening. And I'm looking at some of the other not reports, but some more on this. Like they've lost more than half its market value just this year alone. So the company's just it's not as valuable, which obviously means that they're not making as much money and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't know enough about business to like what the
well,
difference between like private and public is gonna how that's gonna actually affect them.
But
Like, I
yeah,
feel like
well,
like
I think
if you're not making I feel like if you're not making good games that make money, like it doesn't really matter if you're public or private. Like you're still not gonna be fucking making money.
I mean, yeah, no, you're completely right. I understand why they think they should do this. I mean, so they're probably doing this so they could have more say in what happens, like Tencent and the Guillermo family. They can have more say what they're going to do. Maybe they don't, because obviously when you have shareholders, everyone's got to have their say, and they got to be like, well, we want this and this and that. Maybe because, like Star Wars Outlaws, that underperformed. Maybe that, like the Guillermo family, maybe they didn't really want to do that. They're like, you know what? Yeah, the Star Wars franchise is, well, I say is, actually was. I don't know about anymore. But at least for a time, the Star Wars like name was like a surefire hit. But maybe like Tencent and the Gilmo family don't want to do stuff like that. They probably want to double down on like, I mean, yeah, with the report that they want to release a bunch of Assassin's Creed games over the next 5 years, you know, they probably want to do more stuff like that, where their own stuff. And I don't know, like to me, that's what this is. That they want to have more, like, and maybe most likely that's what it is. They want to have more control over the company with what they think is going to make them more money. But like for that, I think they have to stop doing things where it's like, oh yeah, give us 100. Actually, it's more than 100, right? It's like $120, isn't it? It's like, and you get to play the game early and you get all this extra stuff. They have to stop
Yeah.
doing things like that. They have to stop making it look
Yeah.
like we only want your money.
Well,
I
they're
think-
hard at choking for that fucking. They just really want it to be the Ubisoft fucking subscription base. Like, or spend like the 15, $20 to play games without spending $120 for every title on here.
It's like that's just tough to fucking get people to sign up for that because like it's just Ubisoft games. At least with Game Pass, like you're getting a variety of other games. So
There's other companies involved.
Yeah.
it's a tough sell. It's a tough sell. Like Game
Yeah.
Pass, you're getting a bunch of shit, and Ubisoft, it's like it's kind of it. That's why I feel like I don't know. There's certain streaming services where it's like a tough sell because it's like you're just gonna get like Apple TV is a tough fucking sell because like all that's on there
Yeah.
really is
It's
only Apple
Apple.
shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I gonna sign up for? It's like that's a rough sell, but it's like Netflix. Like you get other stuff plus Netflix original shows. So like that's why I've never really like. I mean, that's the thing is Apple has really great stuff, but it needs to like you need to have like Ubisoft needs to partner and get some other games on there because like if let's say like I don't know, like they somehow got like Capcom and like Capcom games around there or something. Like people are like, oh shit, like I could play like Resident Evil and Street Fighter. I don't know, like stuff like I don't know or whatever, just like get other shit on there. It's just a tough sell to just only have your publisher's games.
Yeah, and a lot of those games are fucking mid, bro, at best.
Yeah,
They want
that's
to
why
play
a lot
like
of
20
people,
Assassin's Creed.
yeah,
Like,
and that's what a lot of people just like. I signed up. I saw a lot of people online. They're like, yeah, I just signed up for the free trial, played Outlaws for a month, and it's like I got my nut, and I'm good.
No, but see, that's the thing.
Like they're like, so I don't have to buy the whole game.
You're bringing up like a pretty good
That's the
point.
thing is,
No, but you're bringing up a good point
and that's the
because
thing. Well, that's the hard thing.
Ubisoft,
It's
what's it called? Play? Ubisoft
yeah,
Play or some
something like
shit.
that. You
Like
play.
you could you could sign up. You could sign up for that and whatever, it's $15 a month or whatever it was, yeah. Or you could just straight up buy the game for either $70 or more.
And the thing
if
is
you
too,
want to
if
play
you
it early.
if you had the subscriptions, and if you had the subscription service too, you also got to play it the same day that people paid the $110. So it's like, why the fuck would like I pay the $110 if I can play it the same day, pay $15, cancel, and then there's the next time like you guys have a game that I want to play, like the next Assassin's Creed, I'll just sign up again. Like it's not like you're setting it for free trials. You're paying for another month and then you'll cancel. Like I think they're just hoping people are gonna forget, but
And just stay subscribed.
think
Yeah.
that's what a lot of subscribe people. They're like, oh, they just fucking dumb and forget,
But
dude.
like I was
Just
saying,
keep milking.
like you said, like what do they have on there? So it's like, yeah, you know what? I don't have to pay $110. I'll just pay the $50, play the game, and then like, oh, but they don't have anything else I want to play.
Yeah.
They're making, the decisions that the company is making. They're not. Yeah, honestly, they should just do away with that whole thing and just focus on like, I don't know. Go ahead, JJ.
I was just, it's just repetitive. You just keep blanking the same fucking game, bro. It's like you play one Assassin's Creed, you played them all.
That's
Yeah.
another
Well, the
thing.
thing is too, it's like they're like, oh, sales, and they're like, oh, sales went down. It's like, okay, but did you guys look at your guys' subscriptions for the month? Because like if people signed up for more subscriptions, that means more people were interested in your game. So it's like you can't. It's hard to just be like, oh, sales are down. It's like there's other factors that go into it. Like I don't know, whatever.
Like it's just the formula of the games that they make are kind of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember?
So it's just
You
like
That's
remember
what
that
like
whole point?
Valhalla.
Yeah.
I never finished Valhalla. I never finished Valhalla. I played like a couple hours and I was just like, oh my god, there's so many dumb side quests in this thing. Like, I can't keep doing this. Like, I enjoyed the most recent Assassin's Creed more than I did. Like, it was more back to like Assassin's Creed, like Brotherhood or like those ones. Like, there was still stuff to do. There were side quests, but it wasn't just so over bloated. The world was like a decent size and stuff like that, but it wasn't crazy big. So it was nice. It didn't feel like oh my god, this map is like fucking six
yeah.
continents and like all this crazy shit. Like it's just you're in one little part of the Middle East and the map's like decent size. I'm like, this is like what I want. Like and then, I don't know. And it was only like I know when it came out it was only $50. I think I only paid like $20 for it. I got it on sale, but I'm like, this is perfect. Like I feel like I got like it was enjoyable. The story was good. Like it's like a 7 or 8 out of 10 game. Like, but the thing is, like Valhalla just had so much shit, and like same with like Odyssey and Origins. They just had so much stuff to do, and it just didn't feel worth it. It's just like make the content meaningful, or like I'm gonna lose interest.
Yeah, like
As shown by other people are losing interest too. It's not just me. It's like you got to make the content meaningful. Like, don't just send me on infinite fetch quests where it's like, oh, this person needs. I lost my family's token. Can you get me this token or whatever? And it's just like, make it important to the story, or fucking
Well,
and then they
but
just
the
bother.
put a
thing
lot
is,
of shit just to stall the game, just to make it like longer. Like, well,
Yeah,
fuck. Well, like, but Black Flag kind of had a lot of those fucking. Oh, follow him. You know, walk with me,
yeah.
and they just talk, and they walk around the whole fucking city. It's annoying as shit. Or oh, trail this guy, not too far, not
The
too.
trailing missions are the worst.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, holy shit, and it's just so annoying as fuck. I think the
but
last Assassin's Creed game I actually like enjoyed was fucking the steampunk one or whatever.
Yeah, that one was
Assassin's
good
Creed.
too.
Yeah, like cause I missed like the other one. I'm like, yeah, I'll try this one. This one looks cool. I like this steampunk and shit, you know. And
Where you play as the
it was
brother, and that was interesting too because the brother and sister had like different abilities.
yeah, the brother was
So
more of a brawler, and the sister was more the stealthy. And I'm like,
yeah,
I like that shit. That was cool.
but you know the thing is also when it comes to Ubisoft, you guys are mainly talking about Assassin's Creed, and that's kind of also the other issue. It's just Assassin's Creed. I mean, we mentioned it, but it's like they have other franchises that people want to see games of. People want to see a new Splinter Cell, stuff like that. People want to see new, like, Ghost Recon,
I've been wanting a new fucking Splinter Cell for so
a
fucking
new
long.
Rayman.
The
I've seen
last
people
fucking
talk.
Ghost Recon.
oh my god, dude, a new Rayman platformer would be. I would buy it day one. I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to get on sale. Like I would put my money down. Because I remember when, like, I wasn't sold on the first one when it came out, but then I borrowed it from like our first manager friend at GameStop, and I was like, oh my god, this is a fucking amazing platformer. And then like when the second one came out, like I bought it, and I was just like, it was great. Like it's a great platformer. Like it's both of them are amazing platformers. Like they're amazing. Like I have no complaints about either of them. Like they're challenging, they're fun, like they're great. Like they're like I don't know, like the fucking Homelander, like everything about it was perfect to like the minute detail. Like it was just perfect. Like everything about those platformers were perfect. And yeah, like why like yeah, you guys made a side-scrolling Prince of Persia game, which was great. Like it's a great Metroidvania game. But like why haven't you guys like done a mainline Prince of Persia? You've been trying to get this remake off the ground. But like why haven't you guys just done like a new Prince of Persia? Like that's the part that I'm just like you have the like you brought like Splinter Cell and stuff like that. It's like you have these franchises that like
People
if you
want to
make
see.
them true to how they were, don't make like another Splinter Cell Conviction, even though that wasn't the worst game. But it's not your
I love
hardcore
that one.
Splinter Cell fan. Yeah, like it was okay, but like your hardcore Splinter Cell fans, like go
Want
back to
Splinter
like
Cell.
Double Agent,
Yeah.
like go back to that, like that type of formula, and just modernize it. Like they just have stuff. Like they have stuff. Like
The
that's the
the
part that's
only
annoying.
the only thing they do with Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher, or anything is like, guess what? He's a DLC for the Division. Oh, he's
Or
comes
like,
out as a special mission for Ghost Recon Wildlands or some
or
shit
he's
Well,
like
like
that. What the
in
fucking
like, or like a mobile game, or wasn't he in like some mobile game or some
yeah.
shit recently?
It was
yeah?
Tom Clancy's. Oh, what was it called? It was like a Tom Clancy game.
He's like a
Yeah,
3v3, right, or something?
Damn it, what was it called? It was like Special Forces, maybe. Man, I am not remembering because I downloaded
yeah,
it.
but doesn't really matter. They're just like not using his IP. Everyone's always it's like a joke. Like, didn't they announce like a Splinter Cell like animated series soon? Or am
I
I
think
did I
I
dream
want
that?
to say they did. Yeah,
I thought so. That sounds
But
familiar.
like that's fine. Like if they want to do like a Splinter Cell animated
Elite Squad.
series,
The game was called Elite Squad.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of like main characters though, right, from like Ubisoft games in it, right?
yeah,
Well,
Splinter
from Tom
Cell
Clancy
Death
games.
Watch.
Oh, Tom Clancy. Okay,
There's a bunch of Tom Clancy like Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon, End War, Hawks, Division, stuff like that. So
okay,
anything
that's
from
okay.
yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah, it's a
Hawks. Oh, I
Netflix.
remember that shit, bro.
Yeah, so Splinter Cell Death Watch.
That's
Liev Schreiber is going to be the voice of Sam Fisher.
interesting. I mean, he would work.
Yeah, like that, like that's. But see, like I don't know. It would be cool if you guys had like fucking like. I know this is what like James Gunn has talked about, like doing DC, where like games are in the same universe. But it'd be cool if you guys like if this was like if you guys had a video game that came out a couple years ago, and this is like a continuation of that, of like some events, and then you have like another game in a couple years or whatever. But like you have this TV series that like fills in the gap like of like what's happening in between. Then like I don't know, like there's so many cool things that could be done, but it just feels like they're like they just have dormant like I mean we bitched about this like in the chat, like all these companies have really cool IPs that'd be great to play, but no, we just we get stuck like playing the same shit over and over. Like we're gonna get like all these developers get funneled into Call of Duty to make sure we get a new Call of Duty every year, even though we could just deal with like having the same Call of Duty for 2 years, and like like Microsoft could have like these other developers or Activision working on like Spyros or
Hmm.
Tony Hawk's or Tony Hawk's been like teasing that something's in the works, so there might be a new Tony Hawk in the next like year or two. But it's like we could be having like these dormant IPs, like I don't know, and like same with like Sony, like you guys have Sly Cooper, you guys could remake Infamous instead of fucking remaking and just upresing Horizon by like 2 frames. Like you guys could be putting Infamous for the PS5. You guys could be putting other stuff on the PS5. Could do a like Bloodborne. Like
Right.
there's just so many other things that fans want. No Sony fanboy, even the most diehard fanboy was like, you know what? I need the PS5 upgrade of the first Horizon. No one. I saw nothing on the internet. Like if you ask most Sony fanboys, like which game needs a PS5 upgrade, I guarantee 9 out of 10 are gonna say Bloodborne, a Bloodborne PS5 like upgrade.
Or if they say
Like
like, "Oh,
I
you want a remake of Last of Us Part 1?" Like, no, I'd rather have a fucking remake of the Killzone trilogy or a remaster of
yeah
that.
Resistance. Fucking
yeah
Resistance,
like
bro.
they have better IPs that you they need to fucking put on the PS5. Like I just don't understand why these companies are like
No,
not doing more. Like I know Xbox isn't doing like, and they already have like the stuff upgrades naturally, but like with Xbox, like you guys have so many fun IPs. Like make a new 3D platforming Banjo. Like do some fun stuff. Get a new Spyro. The fucking
Where's Killer
Crash
Instinct
Bandicoot that
2?
came out, Crash Bandicoot 4 that came out was fucking amazing. That was another perfect platformer. It got difficult, but it was fun. Like that was the whole point of Crash. Like eventually as you got further along, like there were some fucking levels where I was just like, Jesus Christ. It's tough, but like it wasn't like unfair. Like once you got the timing stuff down, like it was all fun. So it's like you guys have shit. Stop giving us dumb shit. Like
Yeah.
just take a couple of teams off Call of like there could be a 2-year gap for Call of Duty because like
you have
all
Warzone.
the money all the money's in Warzone anyway. You guys just have people doing seasons and like because you guys how many developers aren't working on Call of Duty so there can be
Like,
one every year because
yeah.
it's a 3 or 4 year
They
development
have like
cycle at this point
five,
to make like a
six
new
studios
campaign.
on it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm just like I mean because we're always talking about like getting rid of like just like crunch time or like having developers work like long hours and stuff like that. Like let's fucking up the between like installments. Let's up it to 2 years. Like you're gonna still make a shit ton of money because you're gonna be making all this money off the seasons and stuff like that. Like they make a ton of money, so it's just like, and you'd be making money off of other IP and just making people happier. Like let's make this world a happier place. Let's give
Yeah,
us better.
you know,
Let's give us
bringing
stuff that we want.
yeah, bringing titles back from the dead. I guess yeah. And guess what? That's a new audience because like people like us, like, oh, we love playing that like Banjo Kazooie 3. We fucking tight, and people are like, wait, Banjo Kazooie 3. There's, like, oh, I want to try it out. All these people talking good about it. The other
All
Banjo
these
games.
Gen Zs that are just like, "What's the Banjo Kazooie?" Like, get out
Yeah,
of
no,
here.
dude, are they mewing, bro, dude? Okay, no cap on God, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Singing at skibidi toilet, dude, with that shit.
God damn, I can't
But
believe this
like,
motherfucker said that shit.
don't be so
Pop
cringe,
off,
never do so
fam. Pop
cringe.
off, fam. Pop
No, but
off.
like, I think with like, I know I was reading like Silent Hill 2, like the remake, was playing that shit. Like Konami finally got their fucking heads out of their fucking asses, bro. Like, holy shit, I fucking love it, bro. It's insane. Like, I thought I was gonna I was very like, oh, I don't know, man. Kind of like the Resident Evil 4 remake. I'm like, dude, it's already fucking dope. Like how the fuck are you gonna make it better or whatever, change it? Like, why? But fuck, it's amazing. Like, I try to like think how it is. Like, oh, I know this part, I know what this is, and I know the layout, of everything, and it's like, nope, completely fucking different. Things fucking change. Puzzles are different. I'm like, they even have Nas the original in that one. I'm like, finally, they fucking cooked with this shit. Now I'm excited for the new shit that Konami's gonna be fucking coming out. So maybe if like Xbox, with Activision, all Ubisoft, Sony, like following suit, maybe they can do shit like that, and just let them
Yeah.
cook, bro. Maybe like Bluebird team, like I don't know if they were crunch or whatever. Like I had lots of time to make the game, but it shows like the team was also very passionate about fucking Silent Hill 2 because that was one of their sources when they made the medium. Like they were very influenced by Silent Hill 2 because if you're big into horror games and stuff like that, that's usually a go-to with Silent Hill and like Resident Evil. But like if you have a team that's very passionate about the game, it'd be amazing. And I think if you get the right team to make these games for those big developers, we'll make banger games. You don't have to worry about fucking Ubisoft's like, fuck the gamers, bro. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't want to do these fast quests. This is a bullshit, man. Like, you don't like my woke people from Sony? You don't like Concord? Like, what was it? I told you like a couple like fucking podcasts ago. Like, more people bought a skimpier outfit of the bunny chick from the first Descendants and bought Concord.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
so this bitch can be more naked. Like, than like fucking Concord. It's like insane.
No, that's what I'm
Oh,
telling
Technically, no one bought a Concorde because they all got refunds. So technically, no one bought it.
you.
yeah, nobody bought it. Even if people got refunded on the first Descendant, they'll still buy the same fucking outfit again.
It's just like games just need to be, I don't know, like I know I sent like a couple reels to like our Instagram chat or whatever, but like God man, we really did grow up during like the golden age of like gaming because like gaming's still fun now, and like
It's not like
obviously
there's
there's
no
things that are
bad
great.
games, yeah. But like,
Yeah, like
yeah,
gaming is still
when you
fun, but like God,
like when you
dude,
go
like
from like
we got
that
to
the
go.
start of the Xbox 360 era, like
Dude,
that.
like even if you just go back to like when we like I like because my first console that I played on like with my dad was like the NES, and then just like I got to go from like the NES. We never got a Super Nintendo, but like then I got to get like an N64. We got a PS1. For some reason we bought a 3DO, so I had a 3DO, and then we got a PS2. And then then I got like an Xbox at some point during there, and then we got an Xbox 360. But then just like all those bangers, and there was just like so many like developers are just like trying just like weird shit. But like now it's just like I mean like we've bitched about this Ubisoft. They're just everything's just so formulaic with Ubisoft. Like there's nothing that really feels like stuff that comes out that's unoriginal doesn't really happen from big AAA developers. There's not really like these original games that come out but like back in the day, I mean like we needed Rare that they would be like, okay, we're gonna make GoldenEye, all right, now or like, and then we're gonna make Banjo Kazooie, like completely different games. Like Rare was just making this like, and then they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
now we're gonna make this pinata game. It's like, oh, okay, and that's gonna be great. Like they just, and all those games are just like completely different. And it's just like now it's like, well, Rare is just like they're the Sea of Thieves developer. Like they just make seasons of content on that, and it's just like, God, like I don't know. Can you guys just buy the Yooka-Laylee or whatever? All those people that left Rare and made
In
the
the first
spiritual
place.
successor.
Yeah.
Just buy them and just be like, hey, you guys are making like now that you're back, just make Banjo 3. Like, do it. So
Yeah, so back then it was just making the games for fun and making a good game. That's it. There's no
mhm.
agenda to this shit. You know?
It was just to make it was to sell the game. That wasn't like, okay, now we need to find a way to like we're
Make
gonna
even more money.
like how do we keep people engaged past just buying it? Like outside of just like everyone just being like, dude, you gotta play Banjo Kazooie, like it's fucking dope. Now it's like, okay, like how do we get someone to buy Banjo Kazooie, and then we also have like a fucking skin that they're gonna want to buy later on. It's like just make a banger and it's gonna
Yeah.
sell.
Everything's lots of unlockables so you can keep playing and shit like that. Like was it like Mario 64 was fucking good because there's 120 stars. When we were little, like
Yeah,
I don't think we collected 120 stars when we played. We just got enough stars to beat
no.
Bowser and we won. That was it. But it's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
go get all the stars now. You know, and that's what happened with every single Mario game. Mario World, Super Mario World. There's the secret fucking levels and shit that were hard as fuck. You know,
And I
you
feel
already
like
said Crash Bandicoot did the
yeah,
same thing. It was all kids
yeah,
game until it got fucking hard. If you really want to beat the game, you know,
yeah,
the developers made sure there's a challenge so if you can still keep playing, unlock cool shit back then. Yeah, from like
yeah.
I want to say like mid '90s to like late 2000s. I think it was like the best time for like not giving a fuck about stupid shit, but just having fun playing games. That's all it was. Got in the game, was badass, and just that was it. You
I know.
know?
That's one thing I do like about Nintendo. I feel like they're the last developer, like the mainline developer that just kind of like they make their games and like they're just like there's no microtransactions in the new Zelda game. They're like we're just going to make a game and like it's kind of cool. Like you are like did something different. Like you're going to play as Zelda and it's fun. And there's no like hidden agenda to make you buy a new Zelda skin every 5 minutes when you play it, or there's not a season of content. Like, we're just gonna make a good game, and you're gonna come play it, just like with all their Mario games. And I'm sure that I doubt it's gonna be any different when that Brothers of Time comes out. I'm glad they're going back to some. I really liked the DS. I think the first one came out on the Game
Game
Boy
Boy.
Advance.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they're going back, they're pulling out some old IPs, and I'm like, this that's what I like about that shit. And there's no, I don't know.
And it's hype.
Nintendo's
And it's
kind of
fucking hype, dude. Like, we were hype as shit in that podcast. We're like, holy shit, dude, fucking Mario and Luigi. Fuck, they brought that shit
Mario
back, you know?
Party and
Yeah,
a new
Woody
Mario
fucking.
Party, and they're just modernizing it. It's like you can bring back, and you can. It's not like we're like, oh, I want Mario Party 2 where there's 4 people and it's super basic mini games. It's like, no, you can modernize it, but just make the
Mhm.
game fun and not worry about nickel and diamond people. Just make a banger.
Yeah, and then
And I know
Nintendo
bangers.
does it. Yeah, and Nintendo does too. Like, that's why
Hmm.
that's why they can get away selling their games for $60 and never fucking drop it, because they know you fucker will buy it. You know, it's like
Exactly.
that's why they still release 2 fucking versions of Pokemon, because they know people still buy fucking both. It doesn't matter. Like, you want this guy? You want Scarlet? Okay, here you go. Oh well, you gotta get Violet though, or get a buddy with Violet. But do you have a buddy though? Buy the second one. You know.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Move to this last thing. We've moved a little bit past the whole
We've
Ubisoft stuff.
well, we beat Ubisoft to death with that conversation.
Yeah, that's
You
kind of
be what?
true. All right. Uh, so one little thing that's related still before we get to the big news that Microsoft dropped today. But Halo Infinite, they're going to be getting a third person mode. You guys interested in that?
I don't think it's gonna
Interesting.
make me download it.
Mm,
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not gonna download it again.
I might actually download the game to check it out.
I don't remember, but is it campaign, multiplayer?
I
What?
think it's all
Multiplayer.
of it,
All
right?
okay.
Oh, it's
Oh,
all.
okay.
I thought it was just multiplayer.
It looked like it was going through like a whole bunch of different versions of the game.
Okay, then. Third person mode coming to Halo. Cool. The other Halo news. This was what, like 3-4 hours ago they dropped this? 4 hours
Yeah,
ago.
about.
Yeah,
I'm looking at.
because it was during the Halo Championship.
Yeah. So 4 hours ago they dropped this. As of the recording this, 9:48 Pacific time on October 6th. 343 Studios is dead. They are rebranding as Halo Studios. They're dropping the Slip Space engine, which was what they developed Halo Infinite on, and they're moving over to the Unreal Engine. Not only that, they're apparently having multiple projects that are in development. They dropped like a trailer too. Uh, they said they're hiring a bunch of new people, and they showed some footage of what the next Halo could look like. They showed 3 biomes, of like, oh yeah, this is what next Halo's most likely gonna look like or whatever. They showed like obviously like the forest, mountainy area, showed like a snow area, and then like an area that's taken over by the flood. And it looks good. I mean, that Unreal Engine. Me, my first thought, or not first thought, but my initial thing, I don't like that they're gonna be called Halo Studios. I like 343 Industries. I understand that, yeah, they're just the Halo Studio. Now they're just called Halo Studios. But I like the name 343 Industries. It's just like with Gears. Like if they called it, Gears of War whatever, I'd be like, nah, I like the Coalition as a name. Now I don't like that it's called the Coalition. I would prefer if they called it like Coalition Studios or something. But yeah. But other than that, like this seems good. I mean, I like the Unreal Engine. Games always look really good in the Unreal Engine, especially now. Like they are really looking good. Uh, and then multiple projects. So we're gonna see what that's all about. Obviously, we don't. There's gonna be a new Halo game, like mainline game, but there's probably. I mean, there's been talk of like maybe doing like a battle royale. They probably still might do that, but I don't know what else they could do.
Yeah. Or are they gonna ever like, or maybe like additions to Infinite? Like maybe because I thought the whole point of Infinite was to make like it was supposed to be just like one like this, and they would just build off of like be adding in stories based off of this one. That's what I thought I was supposed to be doing.
Sorry, this is a random thing, but for the Halo thing still. But I think they are doing a game mode, kind of like Helldivers 2, but you can be playing ODST actually.
Was that
In
directly from
develop,
them?
it's being announced.
I thought that was like a fan made
Yeah, it was
thing.
during the World Championship.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
directly
it
from
is
them.
fan made, but
Oh, they're
but
sponsoring it.
343 they can have people make story missions in like Forge mode. They can do whatever you want in
Yeah.
Forge. So the Forge Falcons is the team that's been working on it for 7 months now.
Damn.
So
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
called
trying to
Hell
do it, and
Jumpers.
I
I
think it's
remember that.
releasing this month on the 25th of October.
Might have to
I'm gonna
check
be
that out.
playing ODST characters jumping down, bro.
Okay.
Actually, I'm tempted to actually download it.
So, when it comes to the shakeup with Halo, though, what are your guys' thoughts, Devin?
I think overall it's good. I don't think the name change was necessary, like kind of like you said. And I kind of like it's just minor and it's dumb, but like yeah, like 343 or like how it's Coalition, like we get it. It's like alluding to like if you're a fan of the series is like you understand like
What
the reference.
343? Yeah.
Like it doesn't need to be as blatant. Yeah, it doesn't need to be as blatant as Halo, Gears, Studio.
I mean,
Like everyone knows the Coalition.
that'd be like Infinity
Mm-hmm.
Ward or Treyarch. Like, oh yeah, now we're just called Call of Duty Studio.
Yeah.
Like, they're still called Infinity
So
Ward and Treyarch. We know what they do, though.
it's yeah, it's not necessary, but then and I don't know. So you're at this point you're like we pretty much assumed 343 was just going to be only making Halo games. But now it's like pretty much like okay, like
I mean,
they're
this pretty much seals it.
only gonna be you're only ever gonna make a Halo game. So like anytime like you guys are doing something, it's only gonna be Halo. But multiple projects, like yeah, it could be a battle royale, could be. I mean,
Maybe a new
definitely in the
ODST
next.
game.
Yeah, definitely working on whatever the next like mainline story. But I feel like that. I feel like the next mainline story game, like if we get Gears next year, probably not till what 2027. Um, like the next Halo game, whatever that one is.
Well, I mean, that
So
depends. I mean, there's been talk
I
for a
mean,
couple of years now that they were moving over
I feel like
to the Unreal
yeah,
Engine. So maybe it wasn't that they were moving over to the Unreal Engine with Halo, because the rumors were that they were switching Halo Infinite over to Unreal Engine. But maybe what was happening is that they're just making the next game in Unreal Engine. So it could be there's a possibility that's probably been in development for maybe a couple of years. I don't know for sure. Like that could be
yeah.
what
But
it
like, I just
really
don't see
is.
them releasing Gears and Halo in the same year because they're gonna want to space those guys out.
Yeah. No, they're not going to release it the same year. Like it's going to be.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's gonna be a while, but maybe there might be like a like if they do like a battle royale or if they do I don't know something. Maybe they're making a new Halo Wars game. Maybe they're making Halo Wars 3. Who knows?
That'd be
So,
fucking tight.
but no, I mean, more Halo. I mean, Halo Infinite was
Mm-hmm.
good. I mean, the multiplayer was kind of ass at the start, but other than that, like they fixed it up. So, I mean, hopefully they just start learning from their mistakes, and that for the next mainline entry, they do a little bit better job with that. But I can't complain. I
Well,
mean, more Halo just means more Game Pass.
Yes,
JJ, what
true.
about you? What about you? What are your thoughts on all this? The Halo shakeup.
Yes, tight. I'm excited. Can't wait to see the new shit. Hopefully, this brings back Halo to its glory days. Like Big Dick Halo. You know what I mean? One of the big guys for Xbox to say like, "Hey, we ain't playing around no more," kind of shit.
I
Like we
mean,
back in it.
I think
We
that's what
back in it.
this. I think this is what this is supposed to be. That like, I mean, because there's always this talk of like Xbox like not believing in certain things or abandoning things or just like not focusing on whatever. But I think this is what this means is that like no, Halo is here to stay, like big time. It is a core focus, and we want it to be good. So we're gonna do what is necessary. They're dropping the engine because obviously that's probably the biggest thing is that they're dropping the engine. I think going from Slip Space engine, which was an engine they created on their own, that means they're abandoning that, and they're not going to be working on an engine because they have the Unreal tech now. That just frees up, and they said it in the video that they had, the little video they released, that frees up their resources and people to not have to worry about that and just work on the game. And obviously, with them being rebranded as Halo Studios, shows that like they're not here to do anything else. They're here to make sure Halo is
We're here to here to like what like the Duke Nukem. We're here to chew bubblegum and make Halo. And all out of
and
bubblegum.
we're all out of bubblegum. Exactly. So that this is signifying that like no, we are working on Halo, and it's going to be the big thing that like it is the focus that of Microsoft in general, like Xbox. So yeah, like we'll see. Obviously, it could still end disastrously, but to me, that's what this signifies. That they like no, we want to show you and not show you, but this is us saying that Halo is our franchise, our flagship franchise, and it's still a huge core part of Xbox. Again, I think they could have just stuck with 343 Industries. I kind of actually like that name, but I you know I see why they would call it Halo Studios. Like they obviously or Halo Studio, whatever it is exactly, because when you see that, like, oh, we're making a game, to people, especially to the casual audience, oh yeah, this is Halo. This is Halo we're getting. I really hope they don't do that with Gears though. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna call it Gears Studio.
Yeah. I mean, I hope not because it just seemed unnecessary. Like you don't really need to rebrand the
The name
coalition.
of the
Like
studio, the developer.
I feel like if they were gonna do it, they would have done it at the time they were. If they ever do rebrand it, it wouldn't be till after I think the E-Day comes out. Just because I mean, I feel like if you're gonna rebrand it, you probably would do the rebrand with the
The new
relaunch or with
mainline
the
game.
announcement of.
Yeah. Damn. That was kind of a shorter conversation. I thought we would have more to talk about, but I think it's just more like, okay, we're hopeful, obviously, and we want to see where it goes and everything.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Like, obviously, this is too because of like specifically ever since 343 has taken over the Halo franchise. People have not been happy with Halo, which I will never understand. I keep saying that. Like Halo 4 was good, Halo 5 was good, Halo Infinite is great. Like they've made great games, good to great games, and people just because it's not specifically what they wanted from a Halo game. Like I said, I don't know. Was there obviously it wasn't perfect. Like Halo 4, they didn't need to try and make the multiplayer like Call of Duty with like loadouts and stuff like that. But like the actual like campaign and everything was great. And then they Halo 5, people didn't like the story, which okay, I could see. But the multiplayer was really good. I did like that what was it? It wasn't Big Team Battle, it was wait, what's it called? Warzone?
Which one? Sorry again.
In Halo 5.
Oh, Halo 5. Like,
They're like Big Team Battle mode, but it wasn't called Big Team Battle. I want to say it was actually called Warzone. It had like the requisition pack stuff or whatever. It was how they made their like their online service money shit. I want to say it was actually called Warzone, but I'd have to look it up.
yeah, I see Warzone. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that mode actually because it did that thing that I liked a lot in Titanfall, where it's like, oh, it's not
Let's
just the
see.
players. There's like also like other characters you could kill, like NPCs or whatever, that attributed to the score and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I liked Halo Infinite as well. The multiplayer was really good. It was really fun. I like the story for Halo Infinite. I like the campaign. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I understand why they're doing this rebrand. They haven't been the most popular franchise for a long time, and when it comes to specifically 343 stuff, yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. I don't know. You guys got any more to say on it?
No,
No,
I
no,
think
not
it's just it's all good news. That's the nice thing. It's good news.
Okay. All right. So that's gonna be a good spot to end it on then, because yeah, we don't have anything else to talk about now for the rest of the week, or for this episode. Okay then. That's gonna be it. This has been Gaming Chamber 31. Holy shit. Forgot that we were on 31. I've been your host, 2Bs to Kill You. Devin,
Scrap it and rip it this week, boys.
JJ.
Thanks for listening, guys, and make sure you play Silent Hill 2 Remake on PS5 or PC. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, God, you and your Silent Hill. All right, until next time, we'll catch you later.